Hey, it's you. Come on in. We're glad to see you.
We have a long-awaited sew for you today from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, it's good to see you. Come on in. We're glad you're here, and it's a special day today because we, at the very beginning of our journey, made a few selections of soaps, and one of them, for reasons past the understanding, is just getting on the schedule right now for Classic Aftershave and Cologne Month.
It's been waiting on the piano since the very beginning. So if you look at our original logos, this soap is on there. We actually found this way back at the beginning with a phone call with Jerry Plessy from Shave Deck.
Yeah, he just called us and he said, by the way, guys, do you have some of the classic aftershaves? Go down to Target, go down to Walgreens, pick up Pinaud Clubman, pick up Parasso Green, pick up some of these classic colognes, right? And they're relatively inexpensive. So I was like, wait a minute. The one that I grabbed looks an awful lot like the Clubguy label that I just got from PAA. And sure enough, this was my first realizing that there's some homages.
Right. It was our first homage.
Right. So now here's the funny thing, though. Let's have a go-to conversation.
Yep.
When this first got here and we smelled it, we went... Right, because this has oil in it, I think this is what happened.
We're guessing.
It got on the outside of the bottle, and it kind of went rancid.
Like the plastic, something in there shifted in transport.
So I took some dish soap, and I washed the outside of this super good, and I let it sit for about a week, and all of a sudden we were like, oh, wait.
This is different.
Lovely, right.
I'm glad we went back and re-smelled it, because at first we were kind of turned off.
And normally, we don't compare A-B things here in the Barbershop Duet. However, when PAA does an homage, y'all, the ingredients are updated, and you can figure out, you can figure out how to make this concoction, except it's just somehow, for us so far, gonna be better. It's just going to be like some kind of upgrade or some kind of improvement. And sometimes he does go in and tinker with the formulas a little bit just to get things a little more this way or a little more that way. So
we're not big frag people, but we're learning how, like, this is clearly what was the beginning of wet shaving. So it's kind of fun to go back and see where the base came from. Hence Classic Aftershave Month. We wanted to make sure to sneak these in.
The original formula for this goes back 200 years. So let's quit rambling, put all these hands together, and let's meet the soap. All right, so this is from the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. When someone says barbershop scent, what classic aftershave immediately comes to mind? Yep, that's the one.
Okay. Pinaud Clubman is simply iconic. I could truly just end the description right there and get back to the links and the drinks. But I have never been a man of a few words, so humor me.
To point out a fact, this is the place where barbershop scents and fougere meet to mingle. Meaning the classic frag can and should be classified as both. This is our 5th year for Clubguy, so we thought a little facelift was due. Aside from that, it is still our famous homage to this timeless splash. I've heard from many that they prefer this to the original, and I am deeply flattered. All I can say is this is an homage to a traditional shaving superstar. All hail the king, baby!
Hey,
wow. And you know what? He is not wrong, because as soon as I unboxed this bottle, I went, oh yeah, they had this at the barbershop next door.
And you see the label, like you get it.
Of course.
And then we watched a few on YouTube, different people that talk about frags and things, and they were comparing this to his version too. So it was kind of fun that other people, not even in the wet shaving world, were all about this.
Yeah, and our constant viewers know that we started our classic aftershave homage month with 11235, which is the PAA homage to the original Cologne 4711.
Right.
So this is 200 years old. That was 300 years old. I love that we are starting our classic Cologne aftershave month with the OGs. I had no idea this went back that far.
And the fact that it even kind of brings back the barbershop scent that we just did last month. So they're clearly all intertwined to the base of wet shaving, which is pretty cool.
And what's funny is that the Pinaud house that was started in France started with way more like expensive colognes and perfumes. And when it came time to export to the United States was like, that's too expensive. We need something a little bit more for us.
Oh, boy.
And that's why this was invented. So they even knew the struggle of international shipping for shaving supplies. Back then, the struggle was real, too. So this is awesome. Let's have an unboxing. Okay, so we'll tell you a secret. At the very beginning of our journey, you might notice that every graphic we use has a picture of my very first shaving brush, the Atomic Rocket, on it, right? Well, we didn't want to ruin the unboxing experience for y'all, but we needed the shave brush out of this box.
They came in the same box.
So we did a little surgery on the box to get the brush out, so we didn't ruin the unboxing of Clubguy.
Right, so you can tell when we bust this open, it really has not.
Is there a date on this?
Oh, maybe.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, July 11th was the shipping date.
Before we even started.
It's been waiting. Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited. Let's crack it open. What's in there?
I should do it. Okay, an unboxing like no other.
There it is.
Wow.
Oh, little friend. I'm sorry you've been alone on the piano for so long. Y'all, this was a book by its cover purchase also. Look at that label.
Doesn't that just scream classic?
And iconic, right?
Yeah.
And my dad, when he was the president of the funeral home, one of the perks of the job was they got him a membership to our local country club.
Oh, yes.
And I went there a couple of times.
Right.
And there was bottles of these classic aftershaves in the club room.
That's so
and I was
funny.
like, how
what
fitting.
What are those?
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's time for a first impression.
I feel like you have to go first because you purchased it at the beginning. I feel like you got to be brave here.
You hold that.
Oh boy. Okay.
I will open
but
this.
But we'll smell this first. Our PAA version.
Okay, here we go. Right.
See. Our intro to classic
aftershave. Oh, that's a nice looking pour. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Whoa.
Does it have this in mind? Like,
yes, but this is better. and wait a minute, no, this diverges a little bit for me.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Oh, I don't know if I would immediately go to that. This is a little bit different. And beautiful and charming. Yes, I totally get it. I can totally get it now.
Inspired by maybe?
Yeah, but you know what? And again, this is a soap. That's an aftershave, right?
But be clear.
Wait a minute. Yeah, hold on. Okay.
Okay.
Switch.
Do I swap it? Okay.
Let me smell this real quick.
All right, and then I'll do my turn. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all, hear my face. This is a hypothesis that I've had for a long time that I just mentioned about Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, is that when they do use the better ingredients and the better craftsmanship, the soaps come out better. Floyd came out better. Chaps came out better. And those were things that I knew, right? This, while I don't know the original super well, because I've never actually worn it, this is the best example so far of how these are definitively homages to the originals, but are super upgrades. And let me put an asterisk on that. I know that sometimes when they reformulate, it loses a little magic. I know Old Spice was reformulated. This was reformulated a little bit, right?
Interesting.
And Douglas and Fran sometimes like to go back to the original formulations if available and if they were better. So those are my theories on this. Is this? But this is just so much better.
Okay, let's see what I
take it in. Take it in.
And I've honestly only whiffed that like 4 times in my life.
Yeah,
since July.
I know this a little bit better. I'm a little bit more familiar.
So I'm going in a little more fresh here off the.
Yeah, here we go. Wow. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a different, fresh, clean powder.
Yeah. Right.
I have to say that we haven't had before.
No.
We have not had something.
A barbershop, yes? You get barbershop?
I get barbershop, but it's it's later in the day. It's not fresh out of the barbershop.
Oh.
Like, I feel like...
Sort of an established barbershop?
Right, or like, no. Like, you've been to the barbershop that morning.
Oh.
And it's later in the day, and you still have, like, the remnants of being there.
Right. And you know, this was not an aftershave company. It was a perfumery house, right?
Oh, true.
So it makes perfect sense to me. Yeah, give me that back.
Wow. Okay, so, fun fact about Sarah. When I finished my dance major, I did work for a golf shaft company.
Yeah, she did.
I did not golf. Do not ask that question. But I was around a lot of golfers and in clubhouses for different events, and it is a familiar scent. I don't know if I would have known right away that it could have been connected to that world, but I do picture men in slacks and at least a collared shirt. Like, there is some sort of not just like in your shorts hanging out vibe. You do have, you know, that scent to me is fresh and clean.
Anybody else in your shorts hanging out? Happened to me once. Anyway, happened to John Ritter on camera. Anyway, no, here's the other thing. This, for me, this...
Oh, I didn't smell that again.
This has something in it that is a little too pokey. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like
I was
one
gonna
of the
say-
scent notes in here is like that kid who had to be the star of everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's a little, I don't want to say chemically, but the alcohol part of it is different.
I was going to say that too. There is a tiny bit of a chemically nature to this that in here becomes more natural.
Maybe after the dry down, once it's on your skin, it may not be as potent, but straight out of here.
And this is just way more of a natural, even balance of those scents for me. This something pokes at me quite hard.
Yes.
That pokey thing has been given a little bit of a chill pill, and everything in here is like way more balanced.
This is the more sophisticated version.
Oh, 100%.
Like, you know, a lot more people could wear this scent. This is a slimmer lane of people that I think would wear just this.
And look at my face. I can tell a little secret. Right before we filmed this, I said, oh, you know, we weren't buying the splashes back then.
Right.
I wonder if I would want the splash. And I thought, then I told Sarah,
but we had
I don't
this,
really
so...
love this enough to probably get the splash. It's okay. Hold on. This is different enough.
Yeah.
Where I would love the splash to this. I think it would be very different.
It's fun because neither of us really know someone that wore this, so it's almost like a new scent to us.
Right.
It does remind me slightly of Planet Phoenix-ish.
Oh, yeah?
The energy of, like, the vibe or the greenness
just the
of it.
barbershopness
right,
of it.
the
Because
powdery.
Planet Phoenix for us was kind of an alien barbershop.
It was,
right?
but this is so new to us, too. And Planet Phoenix was something that was brand new. Like, we're still new to this whole genre altogether. So it is a new, fresh scent. Like, if we wear it, it's a new thing to us. It may have been around a while, but it's new to us.
And okay, put it in the comments if you agree with me. With that one scent note that's in here, the pokey one, right? With that calmed down, the other things around that are able to come out in ways that in this,
Agreed.
It doesn't. It doesn't. This hits you with one color. This hits you with a spectrum.
Right.
And I get
agree.
it. Like when I smell it, it's the opposite of what I would have thought. It's the opposite of what I would have thought. Because now when I smell this, I go, oh, now I understand what this was supposed to smell like. It's not the other way around.
I feel like this would be another one that you'd want to get like the deodorant to have too from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
Yeah,
like,
it's
to have
our
like an
mention.
all-day thing.
Right, on the 11235, we talked about the natural deodorants. Yes, this would be a perfect one.
Anytime, any day scent. You know, like some of the other ones I feel like put us in a certain adventure, a certain place.
Yeah.
This really could be, it's a refreshing, barbershop-y, clean
This
scent.
could be a signature scent that you'd wear all day. I get this.
But
it's funny because I
not
don't
for me.
in this. I am not as big a fan of this, but this.
Yeah.
I don't want to be mean and say that it's so different because obviously this was meant to be that, but this is so much better.
And maybe if we get the aftershave, we can compare more in the liquid form compared to the soap base.
Or even a star jelly. Woo! Okay, hold on. We got to look at some scent notes because now we got a balance going on. Oh, this is our indestructible, intergalactic, shatterproof travel scuttle provided to us as a gift by Douglas and Fran at the beginning of our journey. And it's an awesome scuttle. You can fill it up with warm water for keep your brush and your lather warmer.
Winter time of year.
Right, or if it's really hot outside, we know a couple of guys that put this thing in the freezer. You know, fill it up with water, put it in the freezer.
We haven't been that brave yet, but it can be done.
Oh, it's just a beautiful, beautiful smell. And this is our Cyclotrode X brush. This was also a gift from Douglas and Fran at Halloween time. It's my softest shave
It is,
brush.
I think so.
Feels like little bunnies putting my lather on my face for me.
Oh, wow.
It's just so beautiful. And just fun. It's just a fun, friendly smell. I mean, I know this does kind of speak to a gentleman in a suit, you know, leaving a country club. But
I do get a little bit of like that outdoor air attached to it. You know, like if you were on the green, that you have, there's a little of that fresh air or like a foggier day. You know, there is a scent that comes with that.
And I could see how sometimes scents are characterized as like the time of day. Like we read that green Irish tweed can be a little bit of a morning scent, right? Or like Calvin Klein's Obsession for men is a little bit more of an evening scent, right? This one, I think you're right. I like this as like an afternoon scent.
I don't know. It's just like earlier that day they went to the barbershop and then now they're meeting all the buddies at the green or something. Like I just get that later in the day.
This one? Yeah.
Like
I think you're right about afternoon.
Like if they went to the barbershop in the morning and then they're meeting the guys at the club, you know, later for a game. Like there's just something their body with this has melded together or something.
Yep. And I love the other little things that are coming out of this. In fact, Let's take a look at this list here. So, scent profile. On top, the very first thing coming at you, and I love this, talc.
I do get that.
So for those of you who are fond of powder like me, this has got you covered. It's going to be a good friend. And then followed by something a little bit ubiquitous for barbershop, bergamot and lime.
Right?
Those go lovely
look at
together.
these next two.
Wait.
Because that wasn't a lot of the barbershop-y stuff.
See, when that thing is not poking at you, you can smell these. Rosemary and spearmint.
I totally get that type of green now. That's why it's out. It's more refreshing.
I totally
it's not grassy greens. You know, like thinking of the green at the golf.
See,
it's not.
This, for me, this is way more of like less of the powder. This is less of the rosemary. This is definitely less of the spearmint for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And those are coming out in this. This is where it's at. All right, what else we got?
Okay, then mids. We got geranium. Lavender. So that's a little more of that barbershop-y kind of vibe. And then pepper, tobacco.
Wow. See, I can start to even get the tobacco in this where I don't.
Right. But again, it's a lighter scent. It's not, it doesn't make it go darker.
No.
Does that make sense?
Right. I'm surprised at how similar these are, and I'm surprised at how different they are. Because I feel like everywhere they went a little different, they needed to. And then here we go. In the base, y'all. Tonka bean. Amber.
I get that for sure.
To bring us back a little bit to the barbershop. Oak moss. Love it. And then...
vanilla. Okay.
Fresh citrus. Woody. Spicy. Green. And clean. Woo! Love this.
Wow. Okay. So now take that a whiff there one more time. And then see if here, if things have woken up a little bit more in our
Let's
leather.
take a look at our leather. Oh, this is wow.
I've been working over here while we were reading.
This is beautiful. All right, here we go.
It really blended well. Like the top, mid, and base in there, I feel like just completely was like, and we're just all friends.
I'm totally getting the splash for this now.
Yeah, and the deodorant. I think you need both.
This is phenomenal.
Clearly, we need to make a purchase.
Well, it almost makes me wonder if the same way that this did come with a little bit of a rancid smell to the outside of the bottle.
Oh, I wonder. Maybe.
I don't know. Like if this
maybe
is
something happened to it.
What they meant us to smell like, just because this is so much better and
yeah,
so...
I do wonder if we put it on us if it dried down better. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, if we're brave enough to try. But
well, Douglas does like us to explore a little bit with body chemistry as part of
something. Since we don't have the actual splash, we can see if because it is definitely meant to be more masculine. But
yes, but wait a minute. Yes, meant to be masculine. But again, I invite you to take a look at these scent notes: spearmint, rosemary, lime, talc, lavender, vanilla, citrus. I mean, you're not a huge walk from a lovely...
and it is very refreshing. I do get more of like a green vibe off of it.
Yeah.
Whatever the combo of all those are. And I don't know if it sweetens up much on me as much as I thought it would.
Yeah. No,
Not bad, but just
nice,
interesting.
And I do think it has a feminine edge.
Yeah, it stays more green. This gets a little more powdery, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe on me, a little more of powdery.
Right. But y'all, I don't know how better to say this, except that maybe we should do it a little deeper. Yeah, okay, so here's what I was going to say.
Now that we're deeper.
This balance is clearly a master perfumer.
Right.
I know that Pinard was a master perfumer because the stuff's been around for 200 years.
Clearly they knew what they were doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I wonder what happened between this bottle and this bringing this scent back home again. Right. Because it's within this that I sense the genius of what Clubman was supposed to be.
And I can see why this is a staple on their schedule.
Right. You can get this all the time, folks. It's not a seasonal.
No.
If you are watching this video
You're
and
good.
Douglas is sitting at his
right
desk,
now.
you can probably get this right at the PAA website.
Yeah.
I'm shocked at how much better I think this is than the original, because the other homages are super spot on. No, I think some monkey business happened with this formula, because this isn't that.
No,
that's
I can see
so
parts.
much better.
Yeah.
And gentler and more clever and more friendly and more on par with what we expect today from a distinguished male aftershave, right? This is just a little bit, I don't know. It's
well, we'll have to see if we get the splash and see where it takes us. If there's something different in the liquid form, maybe. But clearly, we are enjoying.
Yeah, because this has that syrupy sweetness that colognes have for me. That this doesn't. So I think it's something about the base, maybe, or something about the quality of ingredients in this that maybe aren't the same, because this bottle was pretty inexpensive.
But I feel like this is the perfect one for us to have right at the switch of our barbershop month into classic aftershaves. Like, it really does have that timeless part to it.
A classic aftershave that defines the barbershop scent, right?
Right. Yeah. And it has talc, but it doesn't have much powdery stuff. So again, people that aren't big fans of the barbershop powder side, this is another cool classic one that you could try to feel like you're part of like the lineage of wet shaving. Like it carries that with you.
Yeah, so all you have to do is be an American citizen around the time of the Industrial Revolution and be looking around at some of these options to smell better, because let's face it, your job doesn't exactly let you do that. And notice that all that Panade stuff on the shelf is really great, but it's super expensive, and you're going to write a letter, "Dear Sirs, is there something you could do about the price of these aftershaves?" And guess what? You just got your own. So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com, or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful. See, this is why. Don't be afraid of the shaving world scents, because I had an expectation coming into this. It was going to be like that bottle, and I don't think I've ever had a scent grow on me in the weeks after we shot our initial review like this one has. This is another one where I have taken it and loaded it up in the little atomizer every couple of hours, or if I just need a little refreshing spritz, it's right there. What a perfect one for that. And as the weeks go on, I get this gorgeous burst of lime and spearmint that for me isn't present in the original Clubman. Maybe it's supposed to be, because I think we got a wonky bottle. But if I look excited over this one, it's just because I can't believe I was so afraid that it wouldn't be amazing, because by now I should know better. This is amazing. And the lather is just something that I am grateful for. It's a benchmark. It is a standard. And the more you get used to it, the more you realize you can experiment with it. A little more water, a little less water, a little more heat, a little more ice, all of that kinds of stuff, yo. So thanks, Douglas and Fran. This is just a hole-in-one. Welcome to Messages.
So after we busted open our first chiseled face, we decided we wanted to share the love, and so we're having a giveaway!
A giveaway to y'all in the United States and Canada, because these are distributed through Amazon.com. So all you have to do is be a subscriber here on YouTube and send us an email to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com. That's how we're going to choose our lucky winner. And then check back on March 17th on that episode to see if we draw your name, and best of luck. One of the 3 biggest surprises of our show so far.
And we've waited the longest to open it, which is kind of fun.
Y'all, let's
not
have
intentional,
a conversation. But I think I almost waited so long because I thought it was going to smell more exactly like this. And this does not. This smells so much better. I have never experienced a smell so incredibly improved like this before in my life.
At the beginning, was it Nikki from Shave Migos? There was a few people that were like, "Hey, have you tried Clubguy?" And we were like,
"Clubguy, did you get it yet?" Now I understand.
We get it. It's a standard. It's a classic. It's clearly one that should be in our den, and now it can be.
I love this world, because I never thought getting out of bed this morning that I was about to discover one of my all-time favorites, and yet here we sit.
Right? And even the fact that it ties in golf, which I never thought I would do anything that involved golf again, and we're here. We sing, we dance, we do all the things, but somehow we enjoy this just as much.
It's such a fun, classy label. Hey, Douglas and Fran, thanks for always doing everything right. You guys, these are just amazing, and we're having the best time, and we look forward to the rest of Classic Aftershave Month, where Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements has their time to shine.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.